We are on Continental this time. We've been keeping a lot of different maps up recently. That's been nice. And the best news in this, they're all using, I think it was random civ, so that should be quite entertaining. In the green, we have Devil's Fright, also known as Bakjofre, playing in the green as the Chinese, as we could have seen by the 6 villager start. And of course, the low food count, and every resource being, of course, quite diminished. But anyway, not quite so bad. But anyway, his partner will be ChymDangLen, playing in yellow, also known as the player yellow. So that should make that kind of simple to remember. Over in the red, on the opposite team, we have Mundi playing as the Byzantines. And Byzantines it'll be for this at any rate. And over in the blue, we have Tammy, who I believe is another alias, but I can't remember it at this point in time. I got 2 out of 3, that's not too bad. Well, and he's going to be playing as the mines in the blue. Anyway, this map, let's have a quick look at all of our players' locations. Over for Tammy, we have a stone in the back, which is really nice. 2 stones in the back, actually, as a mine player. Absolutely great to have. Gold over here, not in the worst position. Is going to lose a little bit of saturation due to this piece here. And, ooh, that was nice there. Does have a gold in the back as well as this one here on the front. However, this could kind of be seen as the middle area. So I don't know if that's going to be his or not, but we'll see what happens from there. Berries on the front. His woods are going to be in the back. So that's not too bad. And if he wants to, really, he could wall off fairly easily, honestly. Just straight across here and he'd be done. So that's an interesting one from him there. I don't think there's anything else too big to note about his map. However, all this can be pretty much sniped from the shore, I guess, later in the game once they get those extra range upgrades. But apart from that, nothing else too bad. His partner having his gold on the right here. Wood on the front, also has lots of backwoods that he can choose from. And, of course, deer on this side. Berries, they're in a decent position. Stone on the front, golds on the front as well. And another stone on the front over here. Of course, Byzantines, and very nice trash they have, of course, being nice and cheap. So, stone and gold hopefully won't be needed too much. Of course, gold will be used for all those high-end units, which they can get, most likely archers in this case. And, of course, stone for dropping castles when they can, which is generally a nice kind of way for play it. Back to Jeffro, however, you've got main gold up on this hill here. This could be quite annoying, especially if you can't town center it, which would be fairly annoying. He does have another gold down here, which is quite nice as well. So there's 2 golds in a nice position there. They are in the back as well, which is nice. So I don't think they'll even be able to be harassed from water. So those golds are actually in a pretty much perfect location. This one here, not so nice. Going to lose a bit of saturation on that. Stone, not so bad either. That's quite a good position. And the berries here in the back as well. Woods in the back and just presumably on the front here if he goes for this one. Yep, so that's not too bad as well. Looks like he's going to be pretty good, honestly. Going straight onto gold now, so it looks like he might be going archers first or war galley. See how it goes. Is walling off now, and I don't think Mundi's going to be able to stop him right now. No, ooh. Saying that he was going to forward with this. We'll slow it down. We'll keep an eye on that, actually. And yellow, of course. Let's have a look at his map. Stone on the side there. Gold on the side. That's going to be a bit annoying due to this water. However, I don't think it'll hurt saturation too much. Berries over here. Gold up there as well. I think that will be harassable later in game, probably from there after all those things done. This is, of course, presuming people go war galley. In the back here, a stone as well, and a gold over here. So this isn't too bad, honestly. Mundi putting a dock up already, and I see a villager carry here. I foresee a transport ship. Yes, 27 pop up for him, and at a good time too, of course. Having those fishing ships going to really help him along. And a barracks coming up here, so I think he's going to drop over here and judging. Let's we swap. Yeah, we're on him, aren't we? Mundi. Well, I guess, is he going gold yet? Or yes, he's going gold. So it looks like he's going to drop over, probably put up a range. Still have the wood too, and that's how I see that going. I see him dropping villagers over with a transport ship and ranging like up on this hill or something. So that'll be an interesting one there. And yes, he's going to put range behind the wood there. Let's actually go back to Jeffro. Does he see this? He has no clue this is going on right now, and he's walling himself in as well. So he thinks he's going to be safe right now. If he doesn't look like he's going to be fast castling, he's going galley. So that's fair enough. We'll be able to defend this shoreline with him, but I don't know how well it's going to pay off. How we're looking over here, quite normal. Stone already for Tammy. It looks like he's going to probably drop a castle and go plumed arch. Actually has 2 options. One, drop a castle up here on this high ground, which would be quite nice to do. And the other one is create one back at base to be nice and defensive with it. And go for plumed archers. Pretty much the 2 options there. And that's presuming, of course, he is going to castle nice and quickly. If we should probably actually check that. Yeah, he's got the resources pretty much to fast castle. So that'll be nice for him. And we'll see how this works out. Going back to Mundi, however, Looks like Bachelor hasn't noticed this yet. Saying that though, archers are going to be out soon, and once they are, he's going to sit them in here. Has population blocked himself? This won't be the worst thing. Looks like Bachelor is waiting for some galleys to come in, but it's not going to happen. And it looks like he's seen it now. Tower going up in defense, definitely a good choice here, and that scout is going to be able to scout it. And it looks like it will just be killed off, and I don't think Zolo is going to be able to do in defense. Putting up his own tower. Surprised he didn't go for it on the high ground, honestly. And it looks like this tower is actually going to be pretty much dead before it even starts. Don't think we've seen fletching yet. No fletching from either player right now. Looks like Bachelor is taking down the fishing ships of Mundi right now. Going to hurt his economy quite severe as a Byzantine's player. And barracks coming up for Bachelor because of course he will need that. That villager there could be in a lot of trouble, especially already being attacked by that wolf. And going to lose one there. And it looks like he's going to try and stop this wall off coming up around. How's he doing over here? Probably going for that bit of wall there. It's a little bit less, but of course, villager's going to beat the shit out of it because that's what they do. And yep, here comes the massive forward from Tammy right now. Going to be able to drop our castle. Let's actually swap over to him, and we should be able to see where he's going to place it. And right on the front here, this is definitely a good call. It puts a lot of pressure on your opponent right now. Even these walls aren't really going to stand up to it. And how are we looking over here still? It looks like it's finally busted through this bit of wall here. Just sitting at the bottom of this tower, slowly taking it out by the look of thing. Another tower coming down here on the ground. Bachelor going massive into towers right now. Going for a giant tower spam. Saying that there's a castle coming up on his ally right now. So this is going to be hard enough to try and deal with. Going to be interesting to see what he tries to do, of course. Many layers of wall going up behind it. Generally, a wall span is a good idea. However, this piece here will not be completed. Therefore, the wall's kind of useless in a way. Of course, it will funnel units through there, though, so Scorpions or Mangonel is going to be a pretty good option. But still, that's saying as well, this castle's got 8 range on it. Mangonels have 7, so it could be outdone, especially once the range upgrades get done. Plumed archers being created over on this side. We'll be seeing a bit of back and forth between this tower here. Keeping this one garrisoned, which is probably the reason he's repairing this one so much, so that's definitely a good idea. Looks like the archers did get killed off around the base here. However, he has forced a lot of towers to come up. We can see all the idle time actually coming out of Bachelor right now. So Mundi doing a good job keeping the pressure on here, but I don't know if it's hurting the economy enough because, of course, those fishing ships still bring in a lot of food. And we might even see him up to the next stage quite soon. How are we looking? Tammy looks good, going up to 2 town centers, so he hasn't gone completely into this as a forward. But definitely an interesting choice. Plumed archers running in. Ooh, could have possibly got through there. That's an interesting one there. Could have possibly got through this little gap here, but of course he is forcing yellow off this wood, which is nice. It's definitely a good option. How are we doing over here? Ooh, this could be interesting. Looks like he's actually going to transport... No? I thought he was going to transport these units across over onto yellow and try and get some more harass on him. Bachelor has taken this tower out over here, finally, which is nice. Ooh, going for the archers. Gonna lose that one there. Has got fletching done. Bachelor fletching as well. No fletching yet for Tammy. Siege Workshop coming up here. Oh, that was bad. Gonna lose quite a few villages here, actually, potentially. Gonna garrison it with 1. Is he gonna be able to get the kill here? Sitting under the town center is not the best idea in the world generally, but I guess if it's only got 1 villager in it, what's it really going to do? Villagers here could be in trouble if he manages to run around, and he's going to go for that. Going to be able to take out a ton over here on the stone if yellow isn't careful. Ooh, he's going to get 1. Going to get a 2nd, possibly a 3rd as well. If he can micro, getting a 3rd there. Don't think he's going to get a 4th. How are we looking on this side? Yes, the archers are over for Mundi as well. Transporter with this lovely transport ship right here. So that's going to be very effective right now. We can see that he is going for a town center down here on the back wood. However, I don't know how much help that's going to give. Going to need a market as well. That's never a good sign. How's Mundi doing over here? Bachelor for his towers are really giving him quite a good defense. There's not really a lot they can do versus that, I don't think. Yep, he's back onto this wood here. He's got a gold. He's happy with what he's got. Don't think he's gone up to Castle Age yet, though. How are we looking? Well, at any rate, Mundi, not up to Castle Age. Bachelor it looks like he's about to up. And yellow, of course, in Castle Age already putting up that extra town center. Ooh, how close is it? These villagers here could be in trouble, potentially, from these archers. Stopping this coming up, I can definitely hear a Mangonel somewhere. Mangonel looks like it's trying to clean up these plumed archers right now. However, it is having a bit of trouble, of course. Town center is coming up over here. But plumed archers will be able to get in there and potentially get 1 or 2 villagers, getting 1 there. Looks like most of the villagers over here have actually been killed off as well. stable coming up over here for Mundi, which means he's probably upping now. Yep, on his way up to the castle age. How are we looking? Looks like this mangonel here, it should be able to deal with these archers still. I don't think it's the worst possible situation right now. Looks like this town center will go up, so I don't think there's going to be too much more harass right now from Tammy. However, if he gets behind here, it could be absolutely horrendous for yellow. And how's this mangonel? He's not even aiming for the mangonel. He might get the villager, though. If he gets the villager, that'll be a big deal. Nope, get a garrison inside there just in time. And decent split there, but still taking a little bit of a hit, but not enough to kill him off, which is kind of nice. So he did pretty much survive it. Looks like Bakchefro is in here, helping to defend, finally with some kind of units. It looks like the wall was actually deleted off, so we could get some units through. And, oop, gonna get away from that, no real damage there. Still managing to pick off another villager or two around here. And doing a pretty good job with this harass, actually. This is starting to look really bad for yellow. I mean, Mundi's actually really low on score right now, but I don't know. I can't call this one yet. It's too messy to be able to call it on who's doing better right now. Definitely, though, Tammy's doing a good job. Definitely a good job from him. His economy looks to be in good shape. He's up to 3 town centers. And there is castle for Mundi. And of course, he's actually behind by a heap right now. I don't know if his economy is just suffering because of this early attack over here or what. Or if he just hasn't managed to do enough attack. Of course, going for that Byzantine cheap trash. Generally a pretty good idea. Villagers here could potentially get some more harass done to them. However, this mangonel should be able to clean it up fairly quickly. Yep, gotta force them right out of there, and it looks like, ooh, gonna lose a mangonel potentially as well here. Scorpion is actually out. That can be a little bit more helpful. Getting a good hit there, actually. Starting to get really low on all this, and it looks like the crossbows are continuing to play around here. More skirmishes getting built up over here. Elite skirmisher is done. Well, being done. Interesting one here. It looks like Bakchefro bringing in some more skirmishes. However, the plumed archers should be able to clean them up. Yep, fairly easy, and of course the siege going to be pushing them into the base down here, which means Bakchefro could be in a little bit more trouble. However, I believe he's fully walled himself in, so I don't think he's in for too much trouble. Town center coming up here on the gold. Have we seen another one yet, or is that his first town center? It looks like it's his third one going up. How's our Byzantine player do? Looks like he's going for the town center. Yellow right now is on 4, so he's going to be able to catch up quite quick, honestly. And Bakchefro was on 1, 2, 3. Well, going up to a third, at any rate. Lots of war galleys here from Bakchefro, actually, so he's going to be able to kill off pretty much everything here, which is nice. Of course, skirmish is going to absorb a little bit more damage than usual, but kind of nice to have those ships out. Of course, as we know, ships have an extremely high HP, so a lot more valuable than a crossbow in a kind of way. Down in the back here, it looks like Bakchefro getting even more harass onto Mundi right now. And the fact that Mundi's score is so low right now could be due to the fact he's got no fishing ships out. Could explain it. However, saying that, I believe his economy was really hurt by that early forward. Only getting his 3rd town center up now. Is that... Are we looking at Mundi now? He's got a heap of resources available. He's got way too much resources available, saying that. Looks like the rest of this will be going down. And how's this side looking? How's the harass? Skirmishers over here trying to get some kills, but it looks like they're just being tailed by these ships. So you're going to have a bit of an issue with that. And yeah, definitely soaking up the damage, but still losing quite a few units. And Bakchefro coming in with the mangonel now. Ooh, good attack ground there, however, just a little bit out. Going to get quite a few more there. And I don't know what he's planning to do now. I mean, these are just kind of just going to die where they're positioned, so not really a lot you can do about that, sadly. Getting another few there, and waiting for the Benny Hill theme there, just running around that mangonel, because why not? Looks like, gonna get a few more there. How are we looking over here? Siege Workshop coming up in the back, actually. Saying that, Tammy's probably going, yep, going Imperial right now. Once you see those Siege Workshops come up, it generally means Imperial, because of course they will be going for a Siege Ram, which is really nice. Either with the mind play, either that, or they're trying to finish them really early. Which can be a mistake on its own, but still, could be worse. How are we looking over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 town centers. Definitely a good play here by Tammy. Gonna get a nice feudal time, Imperial time off this. If this was a feudal time, this would be horrible. But anyway, castle coming up here. I don't know if it's actually going to be able to come up, because of course these war galleys will be able to pick off most of these villages. Yes, and forcing the deletion on that, moving it back a little bit. Going to be a bit of a waste of stone there. However, I guess he will be able to hold this area down a little bit more. Of course, once Bakchefro gets trebuchets out, it's really not going to be the same. How are we looking over here? Capram. Yep, Capram on the way. Down over here. Castle slowly coming up, getting a little bit of damage into that though, which is nice. Mundi's still behind by a lot in score. Yellow not so good either, but still a lot better than Mundi is doing. How is this going to work? Cap Ram nearly done. Tammy does not have the resources right now for Siege Ram. Can have him soon though. Did you just buy a ton of food or did you just get that all? I think we just got it and... Siege Ram, there we go. Just waiting on him now. Castle is up, so he's going to be able to defend this area a little bit better. Saying that, though, I don't think it's going to be too much he can do now. He's actually not in a good position at all. Yellow going up to the Imperial Age, of course, it's Vikings. Not really a lot you can do. And this push here is going to come in, and it's going to come in hard. These mangonels are going to be able to do a good job defending, but once these plumed archers get in, especially these trebuchets as well, going to be really hard to deal with. Have got bracer on them already. Chemistry probably on the way. Scorpion there actually doing a reasonable amount of damage for a change, which is nice. And Siege Ram will be done in a second. Yes, there we go. There's that. What's our Byzantines player doing? Looks like there's a stray mangonel there for Bactrifer moving into base, trying to get some villager kills, but it's going to get, of course, stabbed to death by villagers. Trebuchets are pushing through right now for Tammy, managing to take out this castle. Yes, there we go, down. Trebuchets, of course, trying to defend, but Siege Rams will be breaking through this wall really quickly. As we know, Siege Rams probably one of the most efficient ways to break down walls, especially with that splash damage which they have, which is extremely, extremely valuable. Castle's coming up on the frontier as well, so it's really starting to look bad for Yellow, and Tammy taking a massive score lead at the moment, 7,500 points up on, well, Yellow, who's on 6,100. Looks like Bactrifer just went up to the Imperial Age there. Don't know what he's going to be particularly doing. I don't know what the plan of Mundi is here. This is the thing, I don't know what Mundi plans on doing. I have, like, no clue what he wants to do. Looks like, what's he going for? He definitely has a lot of options as Byzantines, but... Arbalest looks like it's going to be the key for him. Over on this side, looks like Yellow losing most of his base in this fight over here. Lots of Siege Rams moving in, of course, and that's going to be extremely damaging, as we know. Castle coming up here as well. This castle over here looks like it's pretty much toast at the moment. Don't know how he's going to be able to defend that. Does have a lot of mangonels out, so he will be able to defend with them, but I don't know if he's going to have enough to break through the Siege Ram wall here. This is going to be... Before the castle goes down, it looks like the castle's going to be down in no time. There we go. How are we doing over here? More Arbalest, of course. So Arbalest and Cap Ram seems to be the way he's going to be going. Of course, against Bactrifer. What kind of army does Bactrifer have? Bactrifer has no real army right now, so this is going to be a bit of an issue. A big bit of an issue right now. Probably going Chukunu, that seems to be the way that you would go, I guess, but... Trebuchet is coming out there. No, he's just got no army. He's got some ships out, which are doing really well defending, but... I don't know. Over here, it looks like all the mangonels were killed off by the plumed archers. Pretty much fully upgraded now. Just needs that +2 defense on them. And then he's going to be there. Looks like losing all these production facilities here. This might be GG, actually. I can't see Yellow coming too far back from this. He's going to lose... He's lost most of his production facilities over here. He's going to lose all of them, because, of course, these galleons are not going to be able to do a lot. And, of course, we look at that plumed archers. They take just so long to kill off galleys. We're doing another castle coming up here for Mundi. Mundi's slowly actually retaking this over here, doing a good job. And it looks like this castle here will be in trouble. Siege engineers? No siege engineers. How are we looking? Looks like Bactrifer has come around here with his galleys, or galleons at this stage, to try and help out, but at this stage it's pretty much a lost cause for Yellow right now. Doesn't have much he can do. These siege rams are absolutely destroying his base. More castles coming up defensively as well. Looks like Bactrifer is trying to move in here to help defend, but there's a castle right here that's going to be stopping him. And there's actually a siege ram there as well, already beaten down his buildings before he could even get them going. Saying that on this side though, Bactrifer seems to be putting up a solid defense. I just don't know how strong it's going to be. It looks like these Arbalests are fully upgraded, of course, except for the last armor upgrade right now. And I don't know how they're going to come back from this. Honestly, there's not a lot they can do. Siege Rams are taking out most of Yellow's base right now. He pretty much has nothing left. He started rebuilding over here, though. Lots of siege workshops. How much resource does Yellow actually have left? Yellow's got a lot of resource there, actually. A lot of food and a lot of gold. And, of course, as Vikings, could go for Cavalier if he wants to and just storm Tammy's base, I guess. Over on this side, it looks like Backjaffer is losing some ground here. Of course, skirmishes versus ships, we know how that goes, especially in these numbers. But of course, once he moves in too close to those castles, we'll be able to take them out fairly easily. Of course, getting that range upgrades on those castles allows for a lot more defense. I don't know if Tammy's made the right decision over here, trying to take out all these ships, especially with little archers. We know how that goes. Looks like he does have the +1 armor on them, which is really nice to have. And looks like just, yeah, his base is just being gutted right now. However, lots of archery ranges and elite skirmishes. Looks like elite skirmishes is going to be the way. Interesting considering he has so much gold available. Looks like down on this side over here. Of course, those plumed archers up on the hill, standing up to a lot of punishment. And they're going to be able to keep sniping villages if they really, really want to. How are we doing? More and more skirmishes. Look like skirmishes and battering rams. And I guess he's just going to kind of run into Tammy's base and hope that he manages to kill it. Is Tammy seeing this? I wonder if Tammy's seeing this. Alright, Tammy knows it's there. He knows it's there, but he's not really fussed about it by the looks of things. Don't think he really cares too much. Even though he probably should, because this will probably be able to do a considerable amount of damage. We'll see how it goes. Looks like Mundi really holding on over here against this army of ships. Got some bombard cannons out, so that should help with taking all these out. And of course, having that 5 piercer on these means he's going to take a lot less damage. How are we doing over here? It looks like those plumed archers and siege rams just finishing gutting out yellow right now, but this fight over here will be kind of interesting. However, saying that, just Tammy's ahead by so much right now. I don't think it's really going to make too much of a difference at this stage. I mean, yellow's got no base left. Backjaffer has nowhere to go. Saying that, there's siege rams in his base now. And skirmishes, so I don't know where he's going to be going. Ooh, light cavalry and cavalier. Definitely a good idea, but I don't know how helpful it's going to be. They don't exactly have the biggest damage output, especially considering they haven't got that +4 attack, but yeah, they're going to be able to do damage, which is nice. Losing quite a few units, so losing most of his skirmishes. That bombard cannon going to just survive, but still losing a town centre and his market in the fighting here. How are we looking over here? Looks like those capped rams and skirmishes coming in, but villagers will be able to deal with this actually quite efficiently. So you know, there is a lot of skirmishes. They have got the max upgrades on them. So I don't know. Saying that though, there's a massive force coming into Backjaffer right now. A lot of plumed archers and siege rams. He's trying to get a castle up on this hill here. However, I think the siege rams will be able to take it down fairly easy. Has lost his town centre over here, but saying that, his economy is in pretty good shape. He's kind of spread out all over the map. So I don't know exactly what he's going to be able to do against this skirmish of capped ram. Definitely a good amount of units, well, good type of units to be using against an all plumed archer force. But right now, I don't know how helpful it's going to be, because of course it can be countered all at once by the Mangonel. And there's that cavalier from Backjaffer I was talking about, but against this amount of plumed archers, like I said, there's that critical mass, and he's easily over the critical mass right now, so I don't know what he's going to be able to do. But he can try and hold out for as long as he can, of course. Trebuchets are moving in from the back and be able to start getting some damage on here. Saying that though, not in the best location. We'll be able to be sniped from the water there. But still, of course, it looks like, yep, battering ram moving in. Taking minimal damage, but damage nonetheless. Castle is going to be out quite quickly. Saying that though, yellow has done a lot of damage to Tammy here, but like I said, he's spread everywhere across the map, so I don't know if it's going to be able to enough to deal with this, especially considering he's got a lot of plumed archers back at home now. And this castle looks like it will go down. Of course, those plumed archers taking out these cavalier as if they were nothing. Having the +4 armor on them, not making the biggest difference at all. And look at that, Tammy actually going galleons as well right now. Ooh, better upgrades right now than we got Chinese Backjaffer. So he's got better upgrades than Backjaffer already, and he's backed by plumed archers plus siege ram, so he'll be able to absorb a little bit of that damage. But I think it's just about GG here. I don't think that Backjaffer in yellow can do anything really here to take it out, so I think this might be it. Especially considering yellow has lost like all of his base, and this is like all he's got left, and that's just a recreation. I don't know though. Tammy's still doing well holding out. I don't think there's going to be... I think Tammy and Mundi have it in the bag here. Especially with Mundi pushing in through here now. Getting a castle up here. Hand cannons. And there we go. Backjaffer actually resigning out. He knows he's not going to be able to. Halberd is in here, of course, harassing those villagers. Siege rams moving into his base. Just yellow left now. And, of course, yellow going to be able to just kind of hang out, I guess, and get as many kills as he can before he decides to actually resign. And there we go, resigning out there. So definitely good play by Tammy and Mundi in this game. Something a little different, so that was nice to see. Hope you enjoyed it.